I'm Ling. I'll be sharing some of my experience on Celergen. Yes, I'm a chartered accountant by training. First half of my life, I helped the company corporates to balance their accounts. And now into the second half of my life, I help many people to balance their life, especially their health. Okay, I suffered a burnout in 2008. I was actually holding the position of the National Director of Finance for a US fund management company. We seeded a fund at 500 million US dollars, and within 1 year, it went up to 2 billion. It was a very, very stressful corporate life because handling countries with 9 jurisdictions with different time zone is really not easy. And during that year in 2009, I took 1 year sabbatical break where I went to Shanghai Fudan University, and I went back to school, to the campus to study. And I took China history and culture and get to know about the TCM culture. I'm thankful through Avita, I get to know about this 5,000 years of wisdom. And in Avita, I get to know many forms of natural therapy, including what I'm going to share with you on cellular therapy, cellular health, and how it can actually support our health. What is the most important thing now in our life? Can you all type in the chat box? In Chinese, we say there's many 子, 夫子, 妻子, 孩子, 房子, 钱, 金子. All these are what? Your husband, your wife, your money, your car? No, all these are not so important. Yeah. No, the most important is your 身子, your health. Do you agree? Yes. Yeah. So especially in Singapore, we have a record high of 26,000 cases here, and likely it may even go higher. So what can we do? Okay, I'm going to show some of the natural way that we can actually support our immune system so that we can actually fend off all this invisible enemy. Okay, so allow me to share my screen.
How come? What's wrong with that? Can't even hear a thing.
Okay, so tonight I'm going to talk about cellular health. I'm going to share about Celergen, okay, which is the oral marine cell therapy from Switzerland. Okay, this is what I'm going to share some of the key benefits. What are the ingredients? And I'm going to share some of the testimonies that over this period since we launched Celergen in 2009 until now. Okay, 13 years of in the market. What are the testimonies and what are the benefits of Celergen and how you can get started on this very special night. Okay. Tonight's sharing is actually to provide general information. We do not recommend or endorse any particular treatment. So it's not intended to replace any advice by our doctor. Okay. And those testimony we're going to share is real from our customer, from our associates, but it's for illustration purpose only. Okay. So later let's enjoy the talk and we can have some time answering your question. Yeah. Okay, so here we can see this is the latest statistics worldwide. Okay, over the world, worldwide there's 426 million of COVID cases, almost 600 deaths. Yeah? So will this continue? Yes, the numbers will continue to rise as Omicron is very infectious and many people will get it. Okay, there's around my friends, we are laughing, you know, we're saying if you don't have friends who have COVID, that means you have no friends because it's coming nearer and nearer to us. Yeah. Okay, and what is the best way to defend against the invisible enemy? I believe that all of us will agree that a strong immune system is the way to fend off this invisible enemy. Okay, and how do we do that? Experts all advise us, okay, how to support a strong immune system. Yes, plenty of fruits and vegetables, stay hydrated. Okay, the first line of attack is usually the throat. People have sore throat and then it will develop into, you know, all the symptoms of cough, fever and all that. So make sure you stay hydrated. And we actually recommend our friends to take coconut water as well because this can cool down. And if you know about Chinese herb, you can actually take about chrysanthemum tea with honeysuckle to actually cool down your body. And eat protein is very important because protein is the fundamental building block that provide nutrients in our body, and take good premium protein. Yeah? Later I will share why is it so important. Yeah? And of course, the rest of the recommendation is important as we go through this pandemic. We are not sure how long it will stay. Okay, so stay positive. There's always a way, and the best way is to sleep well, eat well, exercise, and then we together we can actually go through this. Okay, some of our friends here may have family members or even ourselves suffering from all these chronic diseases. Okay, cholesterol is actually a very common thing now. Okay, stroke. Have seen stroke patients getting younger and younger, heart attack, hypertension, and many, many more. Okay, so what is the underlying issue? There's only one issue, which is one disease, which is the cell is not functioning. Our body is made up of many, many trillions of cells. They are the fundamental block of our body. So disease all start from the cell. Okay, so why that does our cell fall sick? Okay, too much toxins in the body, and of course, due to poor nutrition deficiency. Okay, so especially now, it's very important that we provide our body with good nutrients so that it can build the fundamental block of our body. And why do this cell get damaged? Because the cell membrane is actually attacked by the free radicals. Okay, free radicals are unstable ions that actually attack the cell membrane, and it creates a hole, so that the free radical will come in and attack. And where does this free radical come from? It comes from all ways. It comes from work stress, okay, toxic chemical in the water that we drink, from the environment, from the radiation, okay, from the stress, of course, unhealthy living habits, staying up late, okay, taking a lot of medication, smoking, and causing our body to have all kinds of inflammation, okay, immune system disorder. Now we see a lot of people with underlying immune system issues as well, like lupus, and also psoriasis and etc. Okay, so here I'm going to share a little bit about this transformative power of cell therapy and how does this cell therapy functions. Okay, so there's three basic simple steps of cell therapy, which is actually to stop. The first is to intercept and prevent. Okay, why the cell actually age over time? Because our cell will take different time to renew and to rejuvenate. Okay, depending on which organ. Okay, some can be within days, some could be within months. Okay, so and each time when the cell regenerate, okay, it get weaker and weaker. Maybe start with 100% and then it become 90% and then 80% and downwards. Okay. And so what does this cell therapy do? Okay, the first step is to intervene and to prevent it from getting further deterioration, and then start to repair and maintain. And also to rebuild, okay, and then of course to rejuvenate the cell back to its original state so that we can actually stay healthy and strong. Okay. And just now, Catherine mentioned that I actually worked in a corporate for almost 20 years. Okay, so before I become full-time in Avita, that was in 2012, I was holding a position with a Singapore listed medical group. Okay, I was working with Raffles Medical Group, and I'm tasked to set up the finance department of Shanghai Medical Center. And because of my real estate background, okay, I'm also tasked to look for potential land or existing private hospital that we can actually buy over and convert into an international hospital. Okay, so I went to talk to the medical director of Shanghai Boai Yiyuan. Okay, for those who are familiar with Shanghai, this is just next to the Shanghai Library. Okay, and I met up with the medical director. Okay, and so interestingly, the hospital actually tie up with Dr. Paul Nihan Clinic in Switzerland, where they actually send all these rich and famous Chinese to go to Switzerland for this cell therapy injection and treatments. Okay, that time, that was 2010, 12 years ago. That time the fee was ranging from 350,000 to 500,000 RMB. That is about 70,000 to 100,000 Sing. I understand that the fees of this cell therapy treatment has actually doubled. It is now more than 1 million RMB. Okay, it's a very costly treatment. Of course, the impact and the results are very obvious and immediate. Okay, so let's take a look at the cell therapy clinic in Switzerland. Okay, so they have the La Prairie. Okay, La Prairie, some of you may use their cosmetic, their skincare. Okay, so this is the Dr. Paul Nihan Clinic, yeah, where Shanghai Boai Yuan actually work with, and they actually collaborate together and bring the Chinese over to do the injection. Okay, and let's take a look at the cost. Okay, just now I mentioned, yeah, easily 70,000 to 100,000 Sing. Okay, there are different grades of cell therapy treatment. Okay, the highest grade is actually a medical treatment, is stem cell implantation. Yeah? So this term has been loosely used in the market. Okay, so please, any product, when friend tell you that this product is stem cell, yeah, is overrated, because stem cell can only be done by the medical doctors. It's for medical treatment for specific condition like Down syndrome, Parkinson, and etc. Okay, it's very expensive. Okay, and of course depending on the complexity of the disease. And then we have the cell therapy by injectables, which is just now what I mentioned, usually using sheep placenta, animal placenta, and even human placenta. Okay, and of course the results are very immediate. Okay, anti-aging. Okay, and easily 50,000 per treatment. Okay, we are thankful to Arbita. In 2009, Celergen was launched. This is the first fish DNA cellular complex. Celergen, okay, it also has anti-aging effect, okay, and of course it's about our cellular health, okay, and the global retail price for Celergen is 350 US, except China, okay, so you pack to Singapore dollar, that is about 473, okay, and now I'm going to show you about a video about Celergen when we celebrated the 10th anniversary in St. Regis, Singapore. Okay, that is our Celergen 10th anniversary celebrated in St. Regis in 2019, where all our associates in the region come together, and we look forward to having all of them again very soon, that we can start to see each other face to face. Okay, so I will explain a little bit what does Celergen do. Okay, protection start from the cell. It helps to protect, okay, healthy cells, remove all the free radicals, surround them with a lot of antioxidant. Okay, it can help to repair the damaged cells. Okay, and awaken, yeah, all the dormant cells, basically all those cells that are sleeping. Okay, by providing high quality nutrients to the cell and make it functional again, and of course to regenerate new healthy cells. So this is the key function of Celergen. And what are the key ingredients? Okay, basically it's made from the bio-DNA, okay, cellular marine complex, okay, peptide E collagen, and hydro M and N peptide. These three items, these three ingredients are proprietary formula of Celergen. You are not able to find this ingredient anywhere else. For the rest of the supplementary ingredient, grape skin extract, coenzyme Q10, and lutein, you may find it in the pharmacy. Okay, but how the Celergen work is because of the synergistically blended effect. So basically 1 + 1 is more than 2, which make it very, very powerful. Okay, I will explain a little bit more on some of the key ingredients and what does it do. Okay, the bio-DNA cellular marine complex actually is come from the deep sea of France, from the salmon and herring. Okay, what does it do? It helps to provide vitality and stamina. That's a very obvious thing. When people take Celergen, they find that they are not so tired. Okay, they are able to continue running and do their favorite sports, and then can recuperate from their sports very quickly. It can also help to relieve all the joint pains, stimulate bone growth, okay, especially those who have a bone injury or went through a bone surgery. Okay, of course, athletes love Celergen because it can help to improve sports performance. Very important, it helps to restore the immune cells, especially particularly now. It helps to accelerate healings, and of course, regenerate brain cells and protect from radiation as well. Okay. And peptide E collagen, of course, collagen, we know, okay, many, especially the ladies, yeah, would like to have collagen because it makes our skin, yeah, very moist, and also to strengthen it, yeah, so that we won't age and sag, yeah, especially on our face as we age, yeah. So how to stop this aging process? It's a first grade quality. It has the same ratio as the skin, okay, so it can be absorbed very easily. Yeah, and it's water soluble, and also it can be fully digestible. And some of our friends, when they take Celergen, find that, how come the headache reduce, or some of the pain, especially on the joint, on the kneecap, actually reduce tremendously after taking Celergen? It's because of this peptide E collagen, which can help to inhibit the transmission of pain. Yeah? And then we have this hydro N peptide. This is a premium quality peptides, marine. Yeah, peptides are very small protein molecules. Okay, it can be easily absorbed into our body, and of course, is a source of essential amino acids. Yeah, it can also help to reduce glycemic index by cutting the absorption of this carbohydrate. And of course, some of our customer or friends who took Celergen find that actually over time they actually lost weight, because they feel full easily, and then they don't start munching and taking a lot of tidbit or snacks. Yeah? So this is the hydro N peptide, and then we have the M peptide. Okay, this is a marine cartilage. Okay, it helps. It's very important for connective tissue for the skin and cartilage. Again, it's water soluble and fully digestible. And why is it so powerful? A lot of friends say that, I took Celergen. Our recommended dosage for the initial 3 months is to take 2 soft gel first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. And then within 30 minutes, you take your breakfast, okay, to maximize the absorption. Because this is synergistically blended, it's complete and complementary, the ingredients. And within some people, they may see results in a few days, some may take longer, okay. And this is actually a super antioxidant, okay, especially the bio-DNA cellular marine complex. And it's using co-extraction technique. I believe a lot of our friends here take supplement as well. That's why you're keen to find out more how does Celergen work. Okay, a lot of the supplement in the market actually use heat treatment. Okay, and we know that anything treated with heat, the efficacy will reduce. And I do have friends. Some of you may also have friends who take a cocktail of supplements, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and maybe one whole bowl of different supplements. Okay. And because they are tablet form and they are treated with heat, the efficacy is reduced. That's why they need to take so many tablets. Whereas Celergen is synergistically blended, okay, it's complete and complementary. That's why 2 soft gel for the start of the first 3 months to allow a complete restoration and repair of your body is very, very critical. Okay, and usually those who have a lot of health issue, you will see the results very quickly. Yeah, if you are generally healthy, okay, you may not see, it's not so obvious, but doesn't mean that it's not working, but it's working at your cellular level. Yeah, you may not actually notice it when your liver get repaired, your heart get repaired. Okay, so this we always recommend, after 6 months or 1 year, do a medical checkup and see all your indexes, whether they actually come to a better reading. Okay, then you understand that actually Celergen work for you at the cellular level. Okay, and also, of course, we recommend our friends to take a photo of themselves before they start Celergen. Because we see ourselves every day, you may not notice a difference, but after 1 month, after 3 months, you can definitely see some improvement in your radiance and your glow. And of course, it's fully digestible. It's absorbed in the small intestine, and then it can enter into the cells. And that's why it's very high efficacy, and you can see results very quickly. And we are thankful, Celergen, actually, this is the clinical report actually done by the Chinese Center for Disease Control Center. Okay, this is the main control center where actually COVID-19, in China, this center is in Beijing. And when Celergen was launched many years back, okay, Apita actually sent this Celergen for testing. Yeah, they came up with a very good report on the clinical studies, and it shows that by taking high dosage of Celergen, okay, it has the ability to strengthen the macrophages and NK cells. NK cells and macrophages, these are immune cells, very important. NK are natural killer cells. They actually kill all the foreign bacteria or anything, all the enemy that attack your body. Okay, it can actually support and thus enhance the immune system. Okay, they actually had 4 groups of these mice. Okay, different set of mice. One is the control group with the placebo. That means they don't take Celergen, and then with low dose of Celergen. And then the next group is medium dose of Celergen, and the last group is the high dose of Celergen. And then they do the test. Okay, they put the mice into water and make them swim. Okay, and then see who can last the longest. Yeah. Okay, the results show that the one that take high dosage of Celergen actually swim the longest. And then after that, they take a test, yeah, and actually dissect the mice and found that the blood lactate in the eyes of the mice actually reduce. Why? Okay, because when you are tired, we will start to blink our eyes, right? You feel very tired, we start to, our eye get very dry. Yeah. So this is because the blood lactate in the body actually increases. Okay, so by taking a high dosage of Celergen, it actually can help to reduce the physical fatigue. That's why some of the athletes, when they take Celergen, they find that they can recover from their tiredness very quickly. Yeah? And then the other thing that they do is they dissect the mice and then check the macrophages and the NK cells, and actually found that the group with the high dose of Celergen actually can see that the amount of macrophages and NK cell actually increases. So this shows that it has a function of enhancing immunity, and which is the best defense actually, especially during this pandemic timing. Okay, now I'm going to share with you some of the testimonies that we have. Yeah, people who has actually come to close contact with COVID, how they actually respond when they take Celergen. Okay, this is Patunoy from Indonesia. He's actually a banker, and he has been taking Celergen for 3 years. His wife is diabetic. That means it's an underlying condition. Yeah. Okay. So during the 2020, when COVID started, okay, they have been unwell. Okay, they have actually been diagnosed with COVID. Yeah, tested positive, but the doctor advised them to stay at home. Yeah. Okay, because their immune system are pretty strong. Okay, better not to admit the hospital, but monitor from home. Okay, so of course, Celergen is not the cure, yeah, for COVID, but it helps to support the immune system. And of course, Patun Hoi and his wife actually lead a healthy lifestyle, balanced diet, exercise, and all this come into play, which is very important. And then, within a very short time, they are actually tested COVID-free already. Yeah? And we have seen many of the friends in different regions. And this is another case. This is our associate from the Philippines, Kat Ting. She has an underlying condition. Actually, she's an asthmatic patient. Yeah? And we know that COVID, the first organ that attacked is our lung. Okay. So last year, February, okay, she was quarantined and she was admitted to the hospital. She had body pain, all the symptoms of COVID, fever, vomiting, and all that. Yeah, and of course, it can be very emotionally draining, and you can't sleep. Huh? And then she could not breathe on the next day. It's quite risky, and doctor declared Kwok, meaning she had to have the oxygen ventilator on standby. Yeah? She quickly popped Celergen, and she took 3 soft gel a day. Yeah, that was the critical period. So she took 3 soft gel a day, and she applied Phenoso Magnolia. This is one of a very powerful TCM herbal essential oil that can help to support the respiratory system. And then the next day, on the 10th of March, the doctor was very impressed that he can actually, see her condition improve, and they cancel ICU. And in the afternoon, they took off the oxygen, and the doctor is very happy. Yes, yeah, because if we continue in that situation, then it may actually, it's quite risky and dangerous. Yeah. So to Kat, she know that actually Celergen came to the rescue because it support her immune system. And not just herself, okay. Her whole family also tested positive. Yeah, her husband also admitted and stayed with her, and during the hospital stay, they actually practice this human reset. Okay, for those friends who do not know what is human reset, this is a very simple meridian TCM therapy. Just 5 simple acupressure points that can help you to reset your body. Okay, and of course, this human reset is best done under the sun. If you are not sure, you can consult the friends who invited you for tonight's talk to share these 5 acupressure points with you. Yeah? So for COVID patient, we always recommend TCM treatment, human reset, herbal essential oil plus cellular therapy, which is from Switzerland. Yeah, one provide the nutrients, one help to strengthen our meridian system. Okay, and just now we mentioned this biocellular marine complex that help to actually repair and restore bone. Okay, this is a sister of one of our associates. She had a bone fracture way back in 2018. Okay, and you can see the X-ray. Yeah, the arm here, there's actually a bone fracture. Okay, and she started a 2 soft gel daily, and all the way until October. Okay, in actually less than 2 months time, 7 weeks. Yeah, you can actually see the X-ray. Yeah, the bone actually healed, and then by November, okay, 25th, she start to reduce to 1 soft gel, and then she is able to start cooking already. So for those who had a fall or injury, okay, we recommend that you take Celergen so that it can help to speed up the healing, and of course reduce all the side effect of the surgery as well. This is auntie of one of the leader, Chong Ping. Yeah, she actually avoided a kneecap replacement. Yeah, she's already 82 years old. Okay, she took Celergen for 1.5 months, and she's able to avoid this knee replacement surgery. And for elderly, I always recommend not to go for surgery unless it is life-threatening. Yeah, that it's like heart attack and all that. Then of course you have to do the surgery. Yeah, because if not elderly, yeah, surgery always carry a risk. If we can find a natural way to help the patient, and of course we start with the natural therapy first. Yeah, until it's really cannot, then of course if it's stage 4, yeah, I understand that if it's stage 4, then the wear and tear is totally gone, especially on the cartilage, then no choice, you have to go for surgery. Yeah? We always recommend natural therapy first. Okay, this is my friend, Erica Lee. She has 3 highs all these years and suffer a knee joint pain and back pain due to an injury. And she used to visit the chiropractor twice a week to actually get some relief. Okay, she took Celergen for about 3 months and also used our TCM herbal essential oil and do the human reset exercise. And she has actually seen her condition improve tremendously. And now she only visits her chiropractor once only a few weeks, and then her knee pain and her back pain are gone. And most important, she can feel that the inflammation in the body has reduced tremendously. Okay, just now inflammation is the root of all diseases. Okay, Celergen is able to provide this antioxidant and of course to reduce the inflammation in the body. Okay. And her good friend, Chris Chow work in a MNC. She has long hours of work because she's in the HR corporate, yeah. And she also has 3 eyes. She's only in her 40s, yeah. And she has migraine close to a decade. And she told me when she has migraine attack, she can actually knock out, yeah. She can black out totally. So it's quite scary. Yeah. She has to pop a lot of medication. Yeah. When I first met them, she showed me the amount of medication she's taking. Yeah. So she started taking Celergen, okay, and then an NGF, which is another of our product, natural growth factor that can help to repair the autonomic nervous system. Okay, and over time, she can cut down, okay, her medication, and the migraine attack actually get lesser and lesser, and she has more energy and vitality as well. And of course, she also continued to use the TCM herbal essential oil and also do the human exercise. This is a friend, Donald. Donald, he is actually a retired businessman. He actually need to go for a heart surgery because the doctor advised him that his heart valve has a severe leakage. Yeah? And that time he was 66 already, and he told us that one of his friends who had the same issue actually died on the operation theater. So it's very scary, and of course he doesn't want to go through that surgery, and then he took Celergen. And guess what happened? Okay, just within 2 weeks, yeah. Our recommended dosage for Celergen is 2 soft gel per day, but that time for him is a critical moment. She actually popped up to 5 capsules, yeah. And within 2 weeks, yeah, he's able to clear all the tests, and the doctor actually told him that surgery is no longer required. And until now, he's still very healthy and happy. And he told us that his heart actually has gone back to the normal size. Before that, his heart is actually enlarged, and he gets tired very, very easily. So now before the COVID, he's able to travel to Canada to visit the granddaughter, and of course enjoy his retirement life. And here, yeah, of course, for ladies, you want, for Celergen can have the anti-aging effect as well. It can actually help you to slow down the aging. This is a friend, Chong Byok, before she took Celergen, and within 3 months, and this is how she actually looked like. Yeah, you can see the glow, the radiance on her face as well, okay, and become toned, and also she doesn't get tired so easily, okay. Just now I showed the Celergen video. You may see one of the lady wearing the qi pao, the cheongsam. She's actually a shareholder of Avita, our beloved Mrs. Yo. And this is how she looked in 2013, yeah. And in 2018, she still looked the same, yeah. Just now you saw the video. That year was 2019, yeah. She didn't have actually any change on her, yeah. This year she's actually in her 80s, yeah. And she still looks so good. Yeah? So this is the time will tell. Yeah, it will prove the effectiveness of Celergen. That's why we say don't stop Celergen. You take it for 5 years, 10 years, you will see the amazing transformation power of cellular therapy. And of course, just now we mentioned Celergen has the effect of cut down lower the glycemic index, the GI index, and of course can cut down the absorption of the carbohydrates. And this is a testimony from the Philippines. Just after 10 days of Celergen, yeah, this lady actually slimmed down and the tummy actually is flat. Yeah. So for those who want to lose some weight, yeah, especially after the Chinese New Year feasting, this may be a good time for you to start Celergen. Yeah. Okay. And this is a mother-in-law of one of my associate in Ting. In Ting is a Singaporean. She actually migrated back to Australia together with the husband because the mother-in-law has a stroke. Yeah, that was in 2018. Yeah, and she was wheelchair bound, and she also has hypertension and arthritis. And Yunting started her mother-in-law on Celergen for 3 months. She's able to gain some strength, and slowly, yeah, she's able to walk. And by the 5th month, she's actually with the help of the walking aid, she's able to move around. Okay, and she continued to take Celergen, and also she also do the human reset exercise. And now she has fully recovered. Okay, the doctor actually certified that she can even start driving again. Yeah, she's fit to drive again at her age. Yeah, and she now every day she walk about 1 hour. Yeah, and does her human reset exercise. Yeah? So you can see even a stroke patient who is wheelchair bound can such a amazing improvement. Okay, so of course, Celergen take time. Okay, so allow your body to take time to restore, to heal, and to recuperate. Okay, and of course, combining of different therapy is also very crucial and critical. And this is also another stroke patient, which is a former colleague of one of our leader, Kwok. Jo-Wen actually had a stroke in October 2020, and Hui Kyung went to visit her in the hospital, and you can see that she suffered from a stroke. Yeah, and after that, Hui Kyung recommended her to take Celergen, and also did gua sha for her, which is a form of meridian therapy, and also teach her how to do the human reset. Okay, she was discharged. Okay, and then after that, she continued to take Celergen. Okay, and then after that, she went for her routine checkup. She found that her blood sugar level, lipid and all that actually has dropped, and many of her health issues has actually been resolved. And this is February 2021. Yeah, can you see the difference? Yeah, you can't actually tell that she's actually a stroke patient. Yeah, her glow, her confidence, and the happiness that actually shine on her face. This is a friend from the Philippines, Jeremy. He has this issue, is called the Ma Fan. We call it the Ma Fan syndrome. Yeah? Basically, it's actually an eye issue. Yeah? He went for a surgery for a retina detachment. Okay, and Celergen helped him to recover and eventually helped him to get back to work. Okay, as a teacher. Okay, and of course, vision is very important. Yeah, without vision, you cannot see. Yeah, so of course, it helped him to restore his sight, and he can continue to function normally. Yeah? And this is a friend of my sister Mary. Okay, Han Yong. Han Yong actually worked in Singapore General Hospital in the HR department. Yeah? He came to see us because he was limping. One side of his leg was very, very painful and can't even walk properly. Okay, so when he came into Avita, you can see that he's very painful, and he said that even painkiller can't help. Yeah? Doctor advised surgery, but he's not so keen. Okay, so he started Celergen. Okay, so Celergen not only helped on his pain, management on his limb issue. Okay, and after that the pain completely gone. Okay, and he told us a lot of interesting extra bonus that he received from Celergen. Yeah. He had a cataract issue, surgery on both eyes. Yeah, he had some cysts. Yeah, okay. After that, okay, when he did the checkup, he has very good results on his eyes. The eye power actually improved. The sensitivity also lessened. He's also a Hep B carrier. Okay, and has fatty liver. He has some gallstone, cysts in the kidney. Cholesterol a bit on the marginal level. Yeah. So the cholesterol after taking Celergen for about 2 months, cholesterol went back to normal. The gallstone are gone, and the tiny cysts also gone. Yeah? These are the extra bonus for him. Yeah, he thought he just want to solve his painful limbs so that he can walk properly, and then these are the extra bonus that Celergen brought to him. Yeah, so he continued to be a very faithful and happy customer, and he continued to take Celergen, and even his wife is also taking Celergen. Okay, and this is one of the latest testimony we have from Dr. Wong from the Philippines. Okay, this is her patient. Is actually a breast cancer patient. This is actually a serious psoriasis cases. Yeah, psoriasis case actually is a form of autoimmune system disorder. Okay, and usually for doctors in the Western medication, they will apply prescribed steroid, and we know steroid when taken for long term is actually harmful to the liver and kidney. Okay, so Dr. Wong started her patient on Celergen. Okay, and she has actually that time breast cancer stage 2, and she's also diabetic. Okay, so after 1 month, okay, you can see the results. Yeah, before and after, the skin condition actually improved so much. Yeah, her blood sugar also improve as well, okay, and also help to lower her glycemic index. And she's very thankful that Celergen helped her to actually, resolve her autoimmune system issue. Celergen also help many cancer patients. It doesn't cure cancer. It's not a cancer drug. It's only a food nutrition supplement, but it can help to support the immune system so that when the patient go through chemo and radiation, it gives them a strongest immune system so that they can minimize the side effect of all these very harsh chemical treatments. Yeah? And this is Amy Chong from Sarawak, from Malaysia, also a good friend of our Pearl Ambassador Alvin. Yeah, she actually is a breast cancer survivor. Okay, and this photo was taken on the last day of her chemo radio treatment, over 14 months, and she has minimum side effects. Her nails are still pinkish. And then let's take a look, over the years, when she came to Singapore to see Alvin in 2017. And then she come to Singapore for her regular checkup, 2018, and then 2019. Yeah. And of course, during COVID, she's not able to come, and she continued to, get connected via Zoom with us. Yeah. So let's invite Alvin to share with us how Alvin helped Amy to actually battle and fight this cancer, this whole process, and help her to actually survive. And then she become a cancer warrior, and she's able to share her testimony and help many similar breast cancer patients as well. Can we invite Pearl Ambassador Alvin Young?
Hi, thank you very much. Good evening to all of us, all of you here this evening. It's my pleasure to share about the Amy story. When Amy first got diagnosed with her breast cancer, it was diagnosed as a very aggressive form of tumor. The doctor immediately requested for mastectomy, and after the operations, they decided to put her on very high dosage of chemo as well as radiotherapy for a total of 14 months. So Amy asked me, I say that, you and I know that whenever you go for chemo and radio, especially chemo, it's like an atomic bomb that gets erupted within your body. Not only the cancer cell dies, but a lot of other cells dies as well. So one of the most dangerous side effect of chemo is it weakens the immune system overall. So Amy was very brave. She started immediately on Celergen, but she take one soft gel every day, except on the day where she went for the chemotherapy. It lasted for 14 months. And amazingly, Amy shared that what was very interesting is that the doctor, her oncologist, observed that she was very different from the rest of that oncologist patient. Most of them have hair drop, nausea, lots of side effect, no appetite, very weak, fatigue, all kinds of suffering. Yeah. But Amy doesn't have much of the tremendous side effect except for the hair loss. That's it. At the end of that treatment, 14 months, she was very happy. And it was then that the oncologist told her that on the day where she signed off her as the last of the chemo session, she said to Amy that how I wish all my other cancer patients are as lucky as you. She said lucky. Yeah. And Amy didn't tell her much about Celergen. And the doctor said that, look at your nails. No, yours is the only one. You are the only one with pinkish nail. Everybody else are darkish, brownish, blackish now. And I think Amy has lived to really now tell a very encouraging story to all her friends who are undergoing cancer treatment. Recently, she gave a talk about how she harnessed the mental strength as well as team support, family, and also with good supplementation with Celergen to help her fight through the 14 months. And she's continued to be on Celergen since 2014 until today. And in fact, next month, she'll be back here in Singapore from Sarawak for her medical checkup. Okay, we wish Amy all the very best, and I wish all of you the very best as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alvin, for your wonderful sharing. Yes, cancer is a very complicated disease. It's not easy. When cancer patients went through treatments, their mood and their physical health actually suffer a lot. So if we can help them with all forms of natural therapy to go through this process, yeah, let's do our part, because we are seeing more and more cancer patients nowadays, yeah, in all forms, yeah, being breast cancer one of the top cancer for women. Okay, let's do our part and then share this product with your loved ones. And of course, we hope everyone stay healthy, yeah, and prevention is always better than cure. Start protecting yourself by taking Celergen now, because it's always cheaper and easier when you start prevention. Okay, some of our friends may have this question in mind. So can we take Celergen continuously? Is it addictive? Okay, not to worry. Celergen is actually a food supplement. Okay, just like you are taking apple every day. Okay, so it's safe for long-term consumption. I've been taking Celergen since 2009. And we have many independent clinical studies that shows, yeah, this is BioHC, one of the largest clinical test center in Europe, okay, in France, okay, that actually shows Celergen has many good therapeutic effects as well. Yeah. Not only that, Celergen has also worldwide certification, is of premium quality and safety. A lot of friends may be concerned because for oral, okay, you will have to make sure that it's safe, it does not create any side effects. Yeah. Okay, these are all the certification that Celergen has gotten. And one of them is actually this BSCG, which is this certified drug-free, yeah, is a banned substance control group. Okay, you can actually, it's a independent body in US. You can go to their website and you can find Celergen on it, yeah, and it's tested. It's not a one-time certification. Every batch of production we need to send for testing. Okay, so it's to also assure, okay, that Celergen do not contain any of the steroids or all the chemical drugs, especially for Olympics participants and athletes as well. Yeah? So it's safe to consume for even long term. Okay, we have many doctors on board as well. Why do they take Celergen? Okay, and they not only just take Celergen themselves, they also recommend to their patients. Okay, this is in the earlier years when Celergen was launched. Okay, Celergen was featured in this drop report in December 2012. Yeah, the first time a premium supplement was featured. Yeah, drop report actually showcased all the luxury items, watches, wine, and everything, cars. And this is the first time they actually introduced Celergen. And this is Dr. Uzi from. He's the founder for Beverly Hills from the Anti-Aging Center for Men and Women. He says that Celergen is a remarkable tool that he can use, yeah, for the well-being, okay, on multiple level. So this is the Rolls Royce of supplement for the human body. Okay, of course, human Rolls Royce is of good quality, yeah, especially coming from Switzerland. Okay, we know products made in Switzerland are safe, like Rolex and watches and all that. Yeah, you can assure the quality and the efficacy. Okay? Another Dr. Juan Ramos, he's the founder of Wellness Institute of America. Okay, he said this is Celergen is the best natural product that he had found. Yeah. And when he started practicing medicine, he can actually help those who are seeking to have the well-being and also good health. Yeah? So this is actually, the trend is towards wellness. It's not to cure or treat diseases. Okay, it's to prevent diseases from happening. And we believe that wellness market is a big market that we can expand, especially during the pandemic, that we can share Celergen to all our friends, our loved ones, and anyone who needs Celergen. Okay. And this is Dr. Rosaro. Dr. Rosaro is also a diamond president of Avita. He's also my associate. Yeah. In fact, today is his wife, Tinette Rosaro's birthday. In fact, he told us, yeah, Celergen is the last jigsaw puzzle in his clinic. Okay, he's a very famous plastic surgeon in the Philippines. Okay, he's in his 70s, late 70s, and he's still practicing plastic surgery. He finds that Celergen give him that health, yeah, and then he also recommend Celergen to all his patients pre and post surgery. Okay, pre-surgery so that you can prepare the body, and post-surgery you can reduce the risk and also speed up the healing, and then cut down inflammation, which is what plastic surgeon is very concerned. Yeah, so just his clinic itself. Yeah, in fact, during the pandemic, where his clinic is not able to operate. Yeah, his patient continue to take Celergen. Many of them are seniors, citizen. Yeah, they are businessmen, politician, business owner. Okay, and they can continue to take Celergen to strengthen their immune system. Yeah, we are thankful for Dr. Russell to be on board. And I used to travel with him together because he's the chairman of the Oriental Society of Plastic Surgeons, and where there are 10 countries, yeah, plastic surgeon on board. And we used to travel together to different countries to share the benefits of Celergen to the plastic surgeon, that they may also incorporate them into their practice and also recommend to the patients. Yeah. And we have also Dr. Diona. Diona also, in the midst of the pandemic, she became our Diamond President. Okay, she has a very kind heart. She do a lot of pro bono teleconsultation, especially to thousands of fellow Filipinos. Yeah, and she just gave us a talk recently on how to optimize our immune system against the Omicron. For those who want to hear her recording, yeah, please ask the person who introduced you for tonight's talk. You can actually learn more about, from the doctor's point of view, yeah, how we can actually support our immune system. And we also have Dr. Nanny Chong, okay, from Singapore. She runs her own clinic for 25 years, and recently she actually has stepped down, and she finds that she's definitely has more energy, she sleeps better, and even her son, who is also an intern working in NUH, also start to take Celergen, especially during this pandemic, to strengthen the immune system. Okay, we have many people taking Celergen for many years. Okay, everyone has different effects because Celergen works on the weakest link of your body. Okay, so my results is different from yours, and everybody have their own weakest link. Yeah, it's very interesting how Celergen work. You repair the weakest link, and over time, yeah, you will move to other areas of your body, and then keep you in optimal stage. Okay. So for those who have not started Celergen, we definitely encourage you to start Celergen as soon as possible and experience the goodness of Celergen. Okay, and of course, during this time, I wish everybody good health, stay safe, keep yourself strong and healthy, and then stay positive, and then we can actually ride over this pandemic very quickly. Okay, thank you for your time tonight.